Today's headline is the New York earthquake. The subheadline says little danger of destructive quakes in Appalachian region. It says the recent earthquake in New York, so far as can be decided from information now at hand, was strongest in the northeastern part of the state and less intense in all directions from that section, according to a statement by Arthur Keith, who has made a special study of the geologic history and structure of the Appalachian Mountain region. As earthquake shocks are regularly weaker outward from the center, the area of greatest intensity at the surface is nearest the point of origin, although this point probably is not at the surface. The earthquake's center, therefore, appears to be in or north of northeastern New York. Earthquake shocks are caused by the breaking and moving past each other of great masses of rock in the Earth's crust. Rocks are more or less elastic, particularly crystalline and igneous rocks like granite, and they transmit shocks for very long distances. Rocks in the Earth's crust are always in a state of strain, and release from the strain by a fracture causes a displacement and rebound that may be violent. Even at the surface of the Earth, this movement is continually noted in quarries, when new layers of stone are set free, and it is still stronger in the depths of the Earth. When the strain finally exceeds the strength of some of the rocks, they break and snap, and there is an elastic rebound from each movement. This causes the lesser tremblings after the first shock. Earthquakes caused by faults or rock slips. Earthquakes are commonly associated with faults or rifts, which are breaks or fractures in the rock crust along which the rocks move past one another. Some faults are characterized by repeated motion along a given plane or narrow zone, like that which caused the San Francisco earthquake. The vast majority of faults, however, are practically dead, and no motion takes place on them because the strain has been satisfied or diverted into other directions. Of this kind are most of the old faults in the Appalachian area, from Alabama to Canada, including the mountainous country of the East. Younger faults are also found in the East, but most of these are dead and their strains have long ago been satisfied. The latest set of faults displaces the youngest geologic formations, although their source is in the underlying hard rocks. New York and California earthquakes entirely different in character. It is usual to associate earthquake shocks with the greatest of the faults on which the motion is measured in miles. These, however, are the oldest and the most certainly dead of the faults, and later in different strains have acted on these areas and produced different faults. Neither length nor great motion on a fault is needed to make a disastrous shock, as was plain at San Francisco, where a few feet of motion caused the ruin. The factor which makes shocks dangerous or not is their intensity, and this is directly due to the rapidity of the growth and vigor of the strain. Quick and violent strains accompany the growth and rise of new parts of the Earth's crust, where it's being compressed until it moves. In the old Appalachian country, the eastern part of the United States, such rise is so exceedingly slow as to make its existence in historic times a matter of dispute. In any case, it is not now the compressive character that causes lateral or violent movements and dangerous shocks. Therefore, while earthquakes are not unknown in the East, it is exceedingly improbable that they will be disastrous. The destructive Charleston earthquake in 1886 was east of the Appalachians in a tract which in recent geologic time has risen unevenly from the sea as a result of earth strains. Its effects were especially severe, as is usual in loose formations like the sand and clay which prevail in that district. This story comes from the great state of Connecticut, being reported in the Farmer of March 3rd, 1914. Beginning next Monday, April 15th, we'll be going to a new uploading schedule. We'll be uploading on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Thank you for joining us today. If you want to continue to uncover all of America's lost and forgotten history, now remember before you leave to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and remember to like and comment below. And we will see you next time on Americana Archives.